How about the boys?
More superhero stuff?
We're gonna talk about superhero stuff all day long.
Okay, perfect. I love the boys. It's so good. So the one thing I will say overall with the boys, I think they're doing like a lot of face smoothing on the female characters in this show.
You think so?
Yeah, because like when I was watching,
You sure it's not just makeup?
no, you can still see a texture when they're wearing makeup, unless they're wearing like a centimeter of foundation.
Oh, you mean with like Starlight?
Starlight, and at the
Starlight is very smooth at all times.
Yes, and the first episode when they had the Rise of the Seven movie, and what's her name, Stormfront, was played by Charlize Theron. Her face was very smooth, very smooth. So when that one was like, I'm like, okay, they're in the fake movie. Okay, that makes sense. Like they're doing it.
Yeah.
But like you look at Maeve's face, you look at Starlight's face, they're very smooth, like unnaturally smooth. So I think that, and it, like, as I was watching like Miss Marvel and them, they have a close up and you can see like the texture of their face.
Pores.
Well, they're wearing makeup, but you can still see the skin is uneven.
Skin.
When you're looking at the boys, like you will see this scene will cut from like Butcher's gnarled face to Maeve's smooth ass face.
Oh, in episode 4, I don't think Maeve's face is very smooth in that one.
Well, I noticed it less in this one, so maybe it was just, I don't know, but in the previous episodes, I was like, man, they have like not a speck of anything on their face. And it's very, very apparent when they show like a close up of like Mother's Milk and then like Starlight or something like that. And it's holy shit.
Yeah, now that you mention it, Starlight is very smooth.
Yeah, I think she might have had maybe some surgery too. Like I think her nose looks different.
She looks different from like the previous seasons.
She's definitely skinnier.
Oh, way skinnier.
She's definitely skinnier. But anyways, whatever. That's fine. If she wanted to do that, that's up to her. But
yeah,
I think they're doing a lot of CGI smoothing on the female characters in this show.
Could be.
Yeah, like some of this, like we're not going to talk about every episode. It's just going to be generalization. Like we're 4 episodes in now. We can't talk about 4 episodes of what happened.
No, let's just talk about how we feel about all the penises.
I'm fine with it. The one part though was when like Homelander was making Stormfront jack him off when she's in the bed.
Oh yeah, she's like on her.
She's like all fucked up, and she's got one hand, and he's like getting her to jack her off or him off. I was like, oh my god, this guy. I mean, I know why they did it because he's a piece of shit.
Yes,
but it's like, holy crap, that's low even for Homelander, man.
I don't think it is. I think it's pretty standard for Homelander.
Yeah, I guess so, but
he's such a piece of shit.
He's just such a narcissist, like everything's about him.
Yeah.
It is funny, though, when she's talking about the Aryan race, and he's just like, no, it's not about that.
And then he can't get off.
Yeah. I mean, if you replaced, like, Aryan race with, like, supers to him, then he'd be like, yes.
Yeah.
Of course. But he's just like, no, it's not about that Nazi stuff. But, like, I mean, not everyone. I guess most characters in this show are like have not very many redeemable qualities. Like pretty much every character.
Yeah.
Like Homelander's a piece of trash. Maeve, I mean, she's done some bad shit. A-Train, total sack of shit all the time.
Oh yeah.
Huey, I mean, whatever. Was very innocent in the earlier seasons. Now he's getting like too jaded on everything. He's just
becoming one of the boys.
Mother's Milk, he's just like, I guess
he's trying to be a good person.
He's trying to be good for his daughter and everything like that, but he's obviously got mental problems.
Yeah.
Frenchie, he'll kill anybody, but he pretends he doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Kamiko, I mean, what do we even know? Like, she can't talk. She does her fake sign language. She kills because she can, I guess. She doesn't like it. Yeah, that's the difference between Frenchie and Kamiko. Kamiko can do it and doesn't like to do it. Frenchie is empowered. He says he doesn't like to do it, but he kind of does like to do it, you know?
Yeah, a little deep down, he's like, yeah.
And then Butcher's just like, it doesn't matter what I do.
No, Butcher's just
as long
like,
as I
no
do,
soul.
As long as I do what I got to do.
As long as I kill Homelander, I don't care.
Yeah. And you'd think like, well, they show now, like, I don't think they ever showed in the earlier seasons why Mother's Milk was really cared about superheroes.
No, they didn't at all, I don't think.
Until this season when they're like, oh yeah, Soldier Boy killed my family. It's like, yeah, fuck, you should have said that earlier, maybe.
Yeah, probably. Probably could have said that earlier.
But, yeah, it's, I mean, and then Homelander, you know, what's Supersonic? He just kills Supersonic because A-Train sold them out. It's like, what a guy. What a guy. They have a plan. They're going to work together to take out Homelander, and like A-Train, he has no powers left, so he has to like...
Well, he has powers, but if he uses them, he could die.
He could die.
He could die.
Yeah, he's a sack anyways.
A couple scenes that stood out to me. Episode 1.
Uh-huh.
With Huey just on top of the world, just strutting his stuff with Victoria in the superhero watching agency, whatever it is.
Yeah,
I thought that was awesome.
Yeah,
that was a good scene. The scene where he finds out that Victoria is the head popper. That was also a crazy scene.
Yeah.
Another one was...
That was pretty bloody.
Yes, very bloody. The one
and it's not even head popper. It's just, I can make what I look at pop.
Yeah, she can just pop anything.
Yeah.
The scene where Butcher takes the temporary V for the first time and just destroys gunpowder.
Oh my god, that was a lot of blood too.
Nukes them.
There's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
I was
like, oh my god.
That whole thing with gunpowder, like when he's in the bathroom and everything, trying to be like, you were molested by Soldier Boy and stuff like that. He's like, I'm not true. I didn't do it, whatever. And then when he's getting like he's trying to kill him in the garage. It was a cool scene.
Yeah, that was all crazy.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
And
then the scene where I really like the scene where Homelander is in the apartment in Starlight and Huey's apartment.
Yeah.
And they're talking about the whole fake thing, the fake romance for the screen, and Huey actually steps up.
Yeah, and Homelander's just like,
he's like, what? Huey just steps up to him.
Yeah.
just to
and Homelander kind of just is like,
Homelander's kind of like, what, you challenging me?
Yeah,
that was a good scene. And then I was like, that was pretty nerve wracking too. I'm like, what's he gonna do?
Yeah.
And then Starlight has to step in and be like, hey, I'll go public.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, like, why does Homelander? Why does he even care? I guess he's just so messed up in the head.
Yeah.
That's whatever, but
he's always seeking approval from everyone around him, but then he also just doesn't care about anyone around him, but he wants everyone to like him.
Yeah, he's a super narcissist. But,
yeah, 100%.
When he took out Gus, I guess his name's not Gus in this show.
No.
What's his name? I can't even remember. The boss man.
Yeah.
Gus Fring. And he's just like, you're sitting here talking to me, and it's like you're eating a salad or whatever he says. Like his heart rate's not elevated or anything like that.
Yeah.
And he's just like, yeah, you screwed yourself here, buddy. Like, I'm fine. You're the one that screwed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what his name is. Just remember him from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Giancarlo Esposito is his real name. Yeah, there's been a lot of good scenes. Yeah, when he killed, like that scene where there's the jumper on the roof and he finds out Storm Chaser killed herself.
Yeah.
Stormfront or whatever the fuck her name was. And he's supposed to save this girl. It's his birthday celebration. He has to save someone for the media. And he's like, nah, just jump. You may as well just jump. No one cares about you. Just jump. And then she does jump. It's like, holy shit.
No, I don't think. No, she doesn't want to jump. She's like, no, I don't think I will. And then Homelander's like, no, you're going to jump.
Yeah. Well, he makes her jump. She was going to jump, and then she decided not to.
Yeah.
The flashback. Sorry, go ahead.
She's like, yeah, I don't think I want to anymore. And he's like, no.
Yeah.
You want to.
The flashback when the Soldier Boy gets kidnapped by the Russians. The de-aging of the FBI or whatever woman, or using her face on the other character.
Oh, the general?
Yeah. It was okay looking, I thought, but it could have been better. But it showed like why Black Noir never takes his mask off.
Yeah.
His face is gone, basically.
Essentially.
The other, like, I don't know, what were those stupid heroes called in the 80s? I don't even remember. When there was like the Wasp guy or Dragonfly, and there's Soldier Boy, Gunpowder, the twins.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah. Those characters were like, Crimson Countess.
Just a bunch of wieners.
Yeah, the Crimson Countess.
The heroes have been wieners throughout the entire thing.
What a shocker.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Episode 5, we're not going to talk about it because Mikey T didn't watch it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
It's very shocking. Shock value. I was talking to one of my friends from high school, and he said, yeah, the Boys comic is why I don't read comics anymore. Because it's just the same, just brutal shock value the entire time.
I mean, it's a Garth Ennis comic book.
Yeah.
Like, it's the way it's been for all of his comics, basically.
He's like, that I just don't want to read comics anymore.
But because of the Boys?
Yeah, it's because of the Boys.
Well, just stop reading the Boys, man.
I guess so.
I mean, not all comic books aren't like the Boys. That's like a very outlier comic book.
It's very outlier.
Like nothing's like that. The Boys, really. I have some issues of the Boys, not all of them, and you can tell that Huey was based off of what's his name? Huey's dad. Like, what's his name? Simon. Is his name Simon?
Simon Pegg, yeah.
Simon Pegg, yeah. Huey was based off of Simon Pegg in the comic books. It looks exactly like him. But by the time the show's made, he's too old to play Huey.
Yeah.
So he played Huey's dad. But it's like identical.
Oh, identical. Crazy.
Yeah, so.
There you go.
It's a little different. The comic book is like more grotesque. Like there's a part where they go to Huey's house after he's had spent the night with Starlight. And he just like they had sex, he goes to bed, whatever, wakes up in the morning.
Yeah.
And they go to his apartment and they're like, oh, I had a good night last night. Did you, Huey? And he's like, yeah, it was a good night. And they're like, I think this was before they knew about them being together or whatever.
Yeah.
Basically, his face was covered in blood because he ate her out when she had her period.
What?
So that's how they knew that they were like sleeping together, is his face was all fucking grossed up in the morning. I was just like, this comic book, man. Yeah, it was fucked up.
No one needs that.
I mean, that's the whole point of the comic book, was to be just like ridiculous, over the top.
Yeah.
And the show can't do that. I mean, it's pretty over the top, but the comic book is just like 10 times, 10 times it, man.
Yeah.
I will say in episode 5 is a little, I mean, this show is produced by Seth Rogen. He has an appearance in episode 5.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, so you won't miss him. You can't miss him.
You can't miss him.
No, you can't miss him.
Oh, there you go.
And you'll be like, wow, okay. Interesting. So
I like that they actually have Homelander without his suit on. You see how not muscular he is at all.
They did? Oh, when he's like wearing his ass is out?
Yeah. He's not muscular at all. Like the suit adds all the muscle definition to him.
I mean, he doesn't need to be muscular. He's super strong.
He's super strong without having any muscle definition.
Yeah, I forgot about him being nude after his like breakdown about how I'm better than everybody.
Yeah.
And then apparently that tracked really well.
Yeah, apparently.
Everyone liked that.
Everybody liked that.
He's basically Trump.
Yes.
Trump in superhero form.
I guess so.